Registering a party is free and it gives the students a chance to take responsibility for their parties while also avoiding a ticket and even arrests.
Instead of getting a ticket and ending up here, you might get away with just a warning.
Next time you throw a registered party on the hill, make sure you are aware of your neighbors. Just because the police say you have time to be quiet doesn't always mean everyone else does. So next time your favorite CU athlete goes down with a sprained ankle or sprained wrist, just remember that CU sports medicine students are there to get it back on the court. And to raise soda tax has officially been asked by Bernie Sanders to stop using his likeness in their campaign. Many residents in Boulder go out to Pearl Street Halloween night in costume to have fun, but some are scared to go out at all. Stores like Goldmine Vintage aren't even selling clown outfits this year in order to make the public feel safer. In fact, during the show, it has already started snowing here in Boulder. Looking at highs around Colorado today, we finally see some of these counties getting into those lower temperatures. But the football players aren't the only ones that benefit from these events. The police officers involved also get to reap the rewards of having good relationships with the football team.
I had my iPad stolen at the beginning of the year. It was sitting on my bed, and then I came back in from class and it wasn't there.
Jess is a freshman at CU, and she thought that theft wouldn't be an issue in the dorms because of the security measures. And even after she had a tablet stolen, she still isn't worried about having anything else taken.
Not really worried about it anymore. Yeah. We also have locks on our desks or dresser doors.
In Boulder, over the past 3 years, the number of on-campus theft and burglary compared to off-campus has increased each year per the annual Security and Fire Safety Report. Along with the report, College Factual, a website that ranks all four-year colleges in the U.S., gave CU campus a F+ overall crime rating. While there is an increased theft on campus, it may not be because of an increased number of criminals. For the students, theft is at the back of their minds, which might be a reason for the rise. One of the biggest opportunities for thieves is something as small and quick as propping a door open for a bathroom break.
Normally it's only if I'm in here or my roommate's in here and we just go run to the bathroom or wash our hands or something. We'll leave it propped open a little bit.
For most looking to grab a quick item, that's all they need.
A lot of people just leave their room open because they're just going to run down to the laundry or run to the bathroom or whatever real quick. Somebody walking by looking for that can grab it, not even enter your room, just grab it from the hallway and keep on going.
The security in place in the dorms makes it hard for non-students to get in by themselves. To get into the dorms, you need a Buff 1 card, but if you don't live in the dorms, you won't be able to get in. With your card, you can't get access to the outside building. But once you get in, you still have another door that you need a card to get access with. Each card only has access to the specific door that they live in. But with the help of friends or tailgating, the building becomes more accessible. Tailgating is a tactic to follow another student with access to a building inside once they've already swiped in. I tried to see if I was able to tailgate into a dorm that I didn't have access to. It took me all of 2 minutes to get inside. Most thefts in the dorms can be avoided and are usually committed by fellow students, not at-large criminals. The best way to avoid theft as a freshman is to make sure no one follows you into the dorm that doesn't have access, and always make sure you keep your door closed if you're not home. The dorms can be safe for freshmen. You just have to make sure that you don't give anyone the chance to steal what's yours. Cyrus Allen, News Team Boulder. During the week, University Hill in Boulder is a beautiful city, a place where the mountains overlook a town of active and friendly residents. But when the weekend comes, the hill changes as students begin to emerge. And where there are students, there are parties. Parties are loud. Parties are big. And parties almost always have students drinking. But in Boulder, the police have put in a system to try to help control these parties by allowing students to call the police beforehand and officially register a party.
Use of the party registration program has steadily increased to a point where a significant number of students register their parties. It gives the students the opportunity to resolve that themselves without police involvement, and it typically leads to a quicker resolution.
Registering a party on the Hill has proven to be beneficial to students. Since 2010, there have been 1,487 parties registered, and only 9 of them having been ticketed, along with only 30 individual tickets, amounting to only about 0.6 of participants receiving tickets. And after 6 years, the parties are up and tickets are down, making it an ideal system for students.
Registering a party makes us a little more willing to be loud and run the risk of having the cops come. And the university has basically said it is better for them to know where the parties are and just have a quick way, if one gets out of control, to shut it down. Have a phone number, have the address, know how to get there.
Registering a party is free, and it gives the students a chance to take responsibility for their parties while also avoiding a ticket and even arrests.
Instead of getting a ticket and ending up here, you might get away with just a warning.
But some permanent residents don't see eye to eye with the police on this issue.
There has always been a small group of residents that don't think the police should be involved in registering parties and that want a more immediate response than 30 minutes. And the reality is sometimes party calls hold for an hour or 2 hours.
While the parties might eventually be shut down by the police, residents say that it's not an ideal way to solve a problem that affects many families on the Hill.
So in theory, I think it's a great idea. It doesn't always work exactly as it should. So, I think according to the rule, they have 20 minutes, right? So if they get a call from the police, they have 20 minutes to shut it down. But the problem is that if they don't shut it down, nothing happens.
Residents have shown their distaste for the program, but with statistics showing less tickets and more positive reaction from students and police, it seems like there may not be a change in the program anytime soon. Cyrus Allen, News Team Boulder. Police have released new updates on the Machete Man incident that happened on campus a few weeks ago. In less than 2 weeks, millions of Americans will head to the polls to choose their next president. To narrow Clinton's lead, Donald Trump is seizing on a big issue: rising healthcare costs. That's right, Colorado's expecting some colder temperatures next week. Christine Lambert has more after the break. A consultant has advised the city on 3 future options for the fee, with scenarios of $10, $20, and $35 per square foot. 6 years ago, a program was implemented by CU to let students register parties. I went to the Hill in Boulder to find out if the program is still working.